Привет, канал Bilgalbi, меня зовут Кирилл, мы продолжаем играть Dragon Age 2. Ой, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age 3, точнее. Вот, Инквизиция. Вторую мы прошли, а вот третью еще нет. Первую, вторую мы прошли, точнее. Мы с ума сошли. Он должен умереть. Я здесь. Продавы его. Приготовьте его к путешествию в столицу на суд. Оставьте, покиньте нас. Какие-то рыцари. Ты стоишь у опасной черты. Не стоит ее игнорировать. Вам на помощь снова. Все еще меня называете. Так, после того, что мы сделали. Без сомнений. Нет, это не так.
Someone was behind the explosion at the conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand,
Совпадение.
all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him
Его
to
послал
us in our
в самый
darkest
темный
hour.
час. Ты серьезно? Уверен?
You really think your maker would send
Надо
someone
создателя
like
послать
me?
кто-то на меня?
The Maker does as he
Мы же
wills.
создателем.
It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Dalish
Даже
elf
если его
is his chosen.
посланником будет Далийский эльф.
Humans are not
Судьба
the
мира волнует
only
не
people
только.
with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
В общем, я
This is
эльф.
not for you to decide.
Да не вам решить. А вот тебе
You know
книга.
what this
Ты
is,
знаешь, что
Chancellor?
канцлер? Это
A
книга.
writ from the divine,
Это специальный
granting us the authority
кожаный
to act.
оправдать на своем
As
усмотрении.
of this moment,
И сейчас я
I
объявляю
declare the
о возрождении
Inquisition reborn.
Инквизиции.
We will close
Мы
the
закроем
breach,
брешь
we
на
will
тех,
find
кто
those
ответит за это
responsible, and we will
соединение
restore order,
и установим
with or
порядок
without
с
your
вашим
approval.
одобрением или без него.
This is the divine's
Таково указание
directive.
Бесконечной составить
Rebuild the
Инквизицию
Inquisition
прежних
of
времен.
old.
Найти тех, кто
Find
будет
those who will
противостоять хаосу.
stand against the chaos. We aren't ready.
Мы не готовы, у нас нет
We
предводителей.
have no
Нет
leader,
людей, нет
no
поддержки
numbers.
церкви.
and now no chantry support.
But we have no
У
choice.
нас выбора нет,
We
но
must
здесь
act
сейчас, и
now,
вы будете на нашей
with
стороне.
you at our side.
Странно это как-то.
When I woke up, I
Когда
suddenly
очнулся,
didn't
это
picture this
обязательно как
outcome.
происходит.
Neither did we.
Мы тоже не представляем.
Help us fix
Помоги
it
нам все исправить,
before
иначе
it's
будет
too
слишком
late.
поздно. Я далийский эльф. Парень, который спасет всех. С длинными ушами и длинным носом. А еще у меня длинный посох. Все поняли, о чем я. Ну что я могу сказать? Слишком здесь все французское. Костюмы французские. Носы французские. Потому что французский разговор, манера речи, французская походка, французская, все французы избыли эту игру, по-моему. Мне кажется, эту игру отдали французам. Слишком все яркое какое-то, я не знаю. Вот у Ильяны костюмчик нормальный, а вот у остальных какие-то. Валик с грудью. Знающий мужчина. Обнаженная грудь, волосы рыжие. Мужчина мечты любой женщины. А вот и вороны. Ворона Брэдли, ворона Морлей, ворона еще куда-то летят. В общем, это первая часть. Как я понял, одна ворона прилетела в Редклифф, а другая ворона прилетела в Орлей. Другая страна, получается. Вот, а Редклифф это Ферелден с первой части страна. Это какой-то мужик со шрамом и какие-то люди. Почему так отражает накидка? Я понять не могу. Кузнецы куют мечи, наковальни желтые. И французы в атаку. Негры. Еще какие-то люди. Обычные людишки. А что я могу сказать? Я могу сказать только мы готовы к бою. Какой-то гей маленький. Dragon Age Inquisition. Самое смешное, я уже второй раз записываю это видео, если честно. Первый раз у меня БС сбился, не знаю почему. Третий раз чуть какая-то фигня произошла. А четвертый раз, надеюсь, не будет уже. Давайте переоденем доспехи. Я не хочу такие аварские доспехи. Вот. Шок Тавер. Самая мощная броня. Вот это вот броня тогда. Сдался, наверное. Я маг. Решок.
Does it trouble you?
Беспокоит. Избавиться от него? Нормально. Откуда он вообще?
I just wish I knew what it was,
Что
or
это?
how I got
И
it.
откуда это?
We will find
Мы
out.
выясним.
What's important
Все
is
важно,
that your
метка
mark
больше не
is now
растет. И
stable,
брешь тоже.
as is the breach. You've given us
Ты был на нас
time,
время.
and Solas
Сос
believes the
полагает,
second
если
attempt might
направить метку
succeed,
больше силы,
provided
вторая
the mark
попытка
has
будет
more power.
удачной.
The same level
Так
of
же
power
жестоко
used
ушло на
to
создание
open the
брешь.
breach
Но
in the
есть
first place.
довольно много.
That is not easy to come by.
Ты что-то придумала?
Clearly, you have
Ну,
something
у тебя
in
есть
mind.
идея?
We do.
Есть.
You've
Рассказывайте.
met Commander
Такая же
leader of the
начальник
Inquisition
Мы уже
forces.
встречались.
It was only for a moment.
Дарение вы так долго
I'm
долго
pleased you survived.
страшно ваше.
This is Lady Josephine
Леди Жозефина Монтелье,
Montelier,
наш посол и
our
главный
ambassador and chief diplomat.
Монтелье.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven.
Говорите
You
по-олимпийски?
just heard the
Боюсь,
entire
значит, весь мой
period,
словарный
I'm
запас.
afraid.
And of course, you
Я
know
же
Sister
сестра Лилия.
Liliana.
My position
Мы
here
должны
involves a
здесь
degree of
связаны с
She is our spy
Тайной
master.
канцлер, то есть
Yes.
глава шпиона. Да,
Tactfully
спасибо
put,
за
Cassandra.
шпион. Впечатляющая должность.
That's an impressive bunch of
Солидная
titles.
должность.
I mentioned
Я
that your
готова,
mark
что для
needs more
таких
power to close the breach for
В общем,
good.
вся не
Which
батька, а я
means we
почти.
must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Они все еще едят меня.
Can't you simply
Я
ignore
просто
them?
выбросил меня.
If only that were
А если бы
possible.
это было возможно?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste.
Это
That
пугаться.
frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy.
Свети кроме того, чтобы вас укрывать.
Chancellor Roderick's
Roderick
doing, no
постарался,
doubt.
не всякий сам.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or
Эльфы бомжи,
Templars
что ли?
is currently out of the question.
10 контрастов.
Just how
Хотя
am
я
I,
представил
the
весь
Herald of
контраст.
Andraste?
People saw what
Я не
you
видел,
did
что
at
вы
the
делаешь.
temple, how you
Поэтому
stopped the
увидев
breach
брешь,
from
перестал
growing.
расти.
They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift
Andraste.
when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste,
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading,
which we have not.
Мы делать не
the
будем.
point is everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title,
Вот
isn't
это
it?
не
How
тяжело.
do you feel about that?
Вообще-то я не вижу, какая накидка, блин. У меня грудь. Я знаю, неправильно. я знаю.
I don't mind it at
Я
all.
ничего против не верю.
People are desperate
Люди
for a
отчаялись
sign
и
of
ищут
hope.
надежду.
For
Знак.
some,
Для
you're that
многих
sign.
вызов знак надежды.
And to others, a
А для
symbol of
других знак
everything
всего, кто
that's
пошел.
gone wrong.
На облежь не распровод. Значит, проблема во мне.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition,
Well, let's be honest, they
Честно,
would have
они
censored
бы
us no
нас
matter
сжали
what.
здесь.
And you not being
А
here
ваше
isn't an
неучастие не
option.
вариант.
There is something you
То,
can
что
do.
вы можете
A
сделать.
chantry cleric by
Третья
the
церковь
name
по
of
имени
Mother
Мачи
Giselle
просила
has
меня
asked
решить
to
говорить
speak
с
to
вами.
you. She is not far and knows those
Перед нами
involved
много
far
больше,
better
ее
than
помощь
I.
может
Her
отсутствовать.
assistance could be invaluable.
И приятно. Я поговорю с ней.
I'll see what she has to say.
Потому что она скажет.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the
Почти это.
hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities
Может,
to
это
expand the
придёт,
Inquisition's
может,
influence
придётся.
while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley.
Слишком много
And
всего.
you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Все на меня что хотят возглавить. Пожалуйста. Погнали.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Что происходит вообще? Все друг друга убивают зачем? Что происходит в этой стране? Принять отчет. Браться дальше. А мне некого брать, мне только можно взять начальных людей. Кто есть, то тот, кто есть. Больше никого некого брать. Ветик Андрасты. Я только слышала, все только слышали про то, как вы закрыли. Да. Конечно, необычно, когда рискуют беспокоиться о Если как вашим услугам, мы тут все помогаем, чем тут можем. Хардинг, значит, а верхнем броде ходилось бывать? Конечно, нет, а что? Да, просто серьезно, что не позвучит. Знакомство.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horse master.
Победчику за лошадей.
I grew up
Я вырос в этих краях,
and
и
people
я
always
слышал
said
народе,
that
что
Dennett's herds were
там
the
бумы и
strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Поторопились, делать нельзя. Слушайте, игра красивая, мне нравится. Дизайнчик. А я иду, гуляю по Москве. О, уровень дали. А, не мне дали, оказывается. А, не, мне дали так. Ну чё, качаем молнию? Молния, конечно. Атрибуты. А чё, атрибуты нельзя качать, что ли? Странно. Арбалет, арбалет, арбалет. Я всего лишь маг. Я ничего не знаю об этих правилах.
That may be worth investigating.
Ничего интересного. Завтра прикольно
Mother
сделать.
Giselle should be somewhere
Мать
nearby.
Giselle, наверное, где-то рядом. Опасность не миновала. А что такое? Тут загрузки, что ли? Локации.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
Кстати, мы не отступим.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Мне кажется, им все равно искать надо. Вот они обалдевшие.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm. Doesn't look like they're listening.
Они даже не слушают нас.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Еще идут. На тебе, умные шары. Посох. Маги. Какие-то скучные.
That's the end of it.
Здесь чисто. Маги не очень здесь, я скажу. Надо было говорить за войну. С двуручкой. Так держать!
There are mages here who can heal you. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. They're magic.
Это магия.
Turn to noble purpose. The magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am.
Да, это я.
And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
И потом, поэтому меня звали магией.
What you said to that soldier?
We do not teach that magic is evil. We teach that pride is evil and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
And why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
Я не понимаю, почему такой акцент дебильный, мне вообще не нравится, честно. Это была трагедия.
What happened was
произошло просто ужасно.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to receive. They have heard only frightful tales. Give them something else to believe.
Но они желают мне смерти.
They want to execute me, and you think I should just walk up to them?
You are no longer
больше одиноки, но не смогут.
They cannot imprison or attack you.
They could try.
Могут попытаться.
Let me put it this way.
Но даже не нужно убеждать их. Точнее, чтобы некоторые...
You just need some of them to doubt. The power
их
is
сила в
a
едином
unified
имении.
voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do
Тебе
this.
царство.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need
Надеюсь,
now.
что нам сейчас нужно.
The
Не
people will
спрашивают вас,
listen to
как
your
не
rallying
послушать
call,
больше.
as they will listen to no other. It is not much,
Это
but I
капля
will
в
do
море.
whatever I can.
Я сделаю все, что смогу. Способ отступник. Особенно случайно. А что делать-то надо здесь?
Expected you be by.
Карта.
I'm
Того
Harry,
всем это
and
вместе.
everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear?
Как сел новый доспех. Виноват. Неплохо.
Sturdy and
Он правильно меня потеряет.
Good.
Это
The
хорошо.
world's gone mad.
Надо
Stock armor and blades
и
are good
доспех
against
хорошо,
bandits, but we're not fighting bandits.
представляете.
My gear will see you
Ну и
through
доспех бы
demons,
быстрее
apostates,
схватки делать,
whatever this world
насколько
throws.
угодно.
So, you
Ну
need
так что
custom work.
оформляем заказ.
Something
Наш
special.
особенно
You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Зачем ты скинь?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Can you help him?
Yes.
Да,
You find a new
новый
piece,
метод.
pauldron or greaves, we'll take. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make. You can't just slap a new hilt.
Good.
Right.
Отдай. Мужика. Купить. Купить нечего. Продается только всякая фигня. Кубку ученика. Васки доспех камень. У меня они же есть. Даже одел его. Чего они нужны? Не ходите наверху.
Another time.
What can you and your team make it?
Oh, you want something fancy? Bring your own design. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so
А что, будто фигня несет?
With passion's breath does the darkness creep. It is the
Кассандра. Какой-то ловелас. Впечатляет, романтик он. Надо быть я. А с кем я буду роман заводить? С ней? Там еще кто есть, получается. Впечатляет.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to
Когда
be.
надо.
It's impressive.
Впечатляет,
You
правда.
flatter me.
I'm
Кончает.
trying.
Did I do the
Я
right
правильно
thing?
поступил?
What I have said emotionally here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write
На
about
них
me as
меня
a
потом
traitor, a
зовут
madman,
предательницей,
a
вот ты
fool,
сумасшедший.
and they may be right.
Поздно, тебе пришлось так. А что это? А во что ты веришь?
What does your faith tell you?
Тебе подсказывает скорее.
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
Ты веришь, что я верю, я решилась. Ты веришь, что я иду на...
You don't think I'm the herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were.
Надеюсь.
But the Maker's help takes many forms.
Разные, но трудно понять,
Sometimes
кто
it's
от нее
difficult to
выигрывает,
discern
каким
who it truly benefits, or how.
образом. Что мы дашь?
What's going to happen now?
Now,
Тебе надо
deal with the
пересечь
Chancellor's
панику в
panic
церкви,
over
тебя
you
пока
before
не
they
там
do even more harm.
ломали дров.
Then we close the
Тоже
breach.
были закон
We are the
прям
only
нас
ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And
Перефиль.
if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them.
Со второй части.
I only pray the price is not too high.
Поздно сворачивать.
Isn't it a bit late to worry about it now?
We have only just
Мы пока
begun.
так начали. Манекен сломал.
My trainers always said,
Надо это слишком
Cassandra, you are too
спешить. Сначала
brash.
думай, потом
You
делай.
must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it.
Смысл
I see no point in
Как
running
собака
around in
просто.
circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Рад слышать.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh,
Я
I
выводил,
know.
я знаю. Ты похож на мужика. На мальчика.
You said you
Where's
believe
the
you're
racer?
chosen. Does that mean
Where's
you
the-
believe in the Maker?
Я верю в Богу. Я сам верю.
I'm Dalish.
Я не
I
знаю,
believe in our own gods.
And there's no
Yeah,
room
yeah,
among
yes,
your
yeah.
gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't
Is it
matter
even-
now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Я же. А может, я создатель и есть, об этом не думал. На самом деле. Что они делают? Для чего они тренируются? Что? Что такое?
You're the one they're calling the herald.
Есть. Хватит нас смущает.
You don't sound happy about that.
I'm not.
Не рада.
You are a mage,
Ну, маг,
and
а
magic was
магия
meant to
не
serve
служит
man,
для
not
них было
rule.
правильно.
Yet here you are, testing that
Легко
core
сесть на
tenet of the
самом
Chantry.
основном цели.
I did not join the Order to adjust my faith so easily, but I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to
Ваша
do,
надо.
and your role. Though you may find not many Templars do. We're a distrustful lot by nature.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I
Вам
could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Вы идеалистка. Отлично.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Not all Templars want to make mages into prisoners or villains. Some of us just want to keep a balance and let you practice your craft in safety. One person trying to do something can make a difference.
Давайте
You
вместе.
should keep that in mind, Harold.
You're not going to rejoin the...
When the temple went up,
Still,
your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you, though that distance did save my life.
I'd like your take on the temple.
It's a shadow of what it was. One day, I hope this walk.
Что происходит, я вижу? А тут что меня ждет? Ноги. Да, посмотрим. Зачем сюда пришел? Молодой инквизиции. Но я не скажу, что это прям заебательская такая накидка на самом деле. Продать. Слушайте, а неплохой такой посох на самом деле. 47 дает. Не то, что мой.
There is but one God, one life, one death. There is but one God. Master Harry said we weren't to sell Inquisition.
Ну что мне скажет Варь?
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Я рад, что хотя бы жив. Нормально.
It's not so bad. I'm taking it in stride. Better than most of us, then. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived. If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go. I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out. It's pure luck that I escaped. Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something? I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions. That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead. In the book, you say that first enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why? Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate. There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arishok. It would have started a war with the Qunari. I was told later that the Qunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arishok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the Red Dreadnought away, they just said, never speak of this again. As far as I can tell, that's the Kuhn's version of an apology.
Where are the rest of Hawke's associates now?
Merrill decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawke's little brother was up on some warden business near the Anderfell's border last I knew. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
А Хоу куда исчез? Интересно.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Barry?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Откуда ты?
Are you from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant.
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
You're an author.
I tried my hand. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Where did you...
Bianca? She's one. I won her from Paragon Smith Brock. She was such a sore loser. Ran off the deep roads in a huff, and that was the last anyone's... I can't tell you.
And the reason for that?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that. Nope.
Любопытно, что это за история.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here? Oh, Thrin. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you...
Here, take a look. Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the material. Both. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just... It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Your loyalty to the man you served is that...
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but I was there. Turnlogane never betrayed me. If he brought the reinforcements, Darkspawn would have just killed everyone. He did what he had to do to save our country, and we betrayed him. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I should talk about this. Just forget it.
Farewell.
Make her go with... Thanks for checking anyway.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. That death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
Я хотел спросить, а где серый страж? Что творится, блядь? Что вы орете? Это вашего убили, если честно. Ваш добрый.
Shut your mouth, mate! Knight Captain!
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you. Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of our side? I think not.
Почему мы не можем сотрудничать?
So far, you're the only one who's insisted we can't work together.
We might. If your Inquisition would recognize the Chancellor's authority.
There is no authority until another Divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to...
Your organization flouting the Chancellor's authority...
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish...
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat. But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Получается, вы не станете. Да, почему он здесь?
Remind me, why are you allowing the Chancellor to...
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I pray you're right.
Я только пришел, блин, что-то надо.
Researching Slave wishes to verify that the infections have decreased. Thank you for your help. Tell me, greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
I'm doing everything within my...
A task. We remember Andraste, but Andraste, she had generals, advisors, and though it is considered heresy to say it, do everything within your power. But remember those who would help you.
Это состояние меня пугает. Я просто это фишки были. Спасибо.
I appreciate your insight.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a In any case, I pray this Inquisition prove...
Is there anything I can do?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have... If you could deliver this list and the items on it to... It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
How are the people?
They are scared, of course. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed. I have offered what help I... What more do you wish?
Farewell.
Make...
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She is She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
А как он сюда прибыл?
Do the d'Aurelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden relations, the d'Aurelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to...
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted, for better or worse. Being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with...
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done. Good day to you.
How do you and Liliana know it?
We moved through similar circles in... I believe we actually met in Val Royaux. Liliana was quite an accomplice.
What exactly do you mean?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but our legions are fond of playful touches. We once sent entire fleets across the...
But not anymore.
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest. I had the great... I'm also first in line to become... If anything, the... Protection, counsel... The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were true... Well, in any case... Many already believe you walk in the Maker's light. Farewell.
Создатель тебя спас, о чем речь ты, блядь, эти дети Андраста.
We will study that. If you find anything, please bring it in. You're the Herald. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero, especially a Dalish elf. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something that...
Yes, that... You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them...
You said you were a...
No, just an apprentice. Circle mages must prove themselves in a ritual called the Harrowing. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have... Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
I'm surprised that even...
I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
You might have done well among the Dalish. Our mages are encouraged to study safely.
Fenner will take the Dalish. Don't let my lack of vanity fool you, Lethleen. I was a proud member of my clan until my magic manifested. You know what happens when they have too many maids. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
My clan never did that. We sent those gifted with magic to other clans, or...
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. The villagers saw me make fire. Templars saved me from them. They gave... I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study. Yeah, it's a shame. I like them better than most...
I'm glad they
deserve... If not for that,
понятно, молодец.
At the least, some materials are... So much of this world is... If you find anything, please bring it in.
А тут ты же. Общий покой. Чьи покой это? Ну да ладно. Как военный совет. Ох, ебать тут, блядь, а это что могут бить? Это что за хуйня тут вообще?
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
Главное, чтобы ни Инквизиция ничего не узнала.
Let us begin.
Поддержка, она меня. Я обучение.
All right.
Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have.
Ничего себе. На халяву можно взять. Всем записываться. Тейрнер Хейбер вынужден. Не знаю, по поводу спитрих выглядеть. Тейрнер Фирм искусства. Оказывается, время еще есть на них. Давайте аристократы вести.
Let's see what we have. Having the herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle is involved. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion. And we should ignore the danger to the herald. Let's ask him.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with you. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Ну что ж. Влиять надо себя, оказывается, значит.
The city still mourns.
Все еще траур.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Моя грудь пугает даже женщин. Что я вам сказать? Я тут ни при чем.
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Ладно, мы поэтому. Такие вообще. Ее размышления. Какие-то люди. Я не знаю, кто такие. Какие-то императоры тут.
Stand wary, guardsman. The Inquisition is here, along with the Herald of Andraste.
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
Она закрыта, получается.
Good people of Valroyo, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved we say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
Настоящий. Давайте поговорим мем. Давайте это не мем. Знаете, настоящий враг, вы ошибаетесь, я весь.
We came here in peace, simply to talk. And this is what you
do.
I implore you. Let us sit down together to deal with the real threat.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition and the people will be safe once more.
Ударил.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Вы не собираетесь встретиться с нами? Вы читаете мои мысли. Как у вас мель? Учитываете провести впечатление?
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Маленький к нам, как Калин.
Templars! One of your own commands the Inquisition's forces. Join us as he did.
You're a mage. Your ties are worthless. They are all made traitors just by being in your company.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
It doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not...
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Now we have been shown up by our own Templars. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind. Just tell me one thing. Do you truly believe you are the Maker's chosen?
I do believe it. You have a better explanation.
Several.
I
am left to question. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come.
If only...
What's to stop you from trying?
They left us. The Templars left us to the
бросьте на смак. Да успокойтесь, вы с ума сходите. Что вы, что и все по очереди с ума сходят. Город сумасшедший. Что это? Стрела с посланием? Где? Выражение послания написано кровавыми почерками. Я никак. Дома сейчас могу собрать. Полурайоте, но вот хочу вам наградить. Поищите красные шмотки на рынке. Не забыл. Друзья, лежит жить. Урод хочет вам нагадить. Поищите красные шмотки на рынке. Слушайте, а красиво.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
А что тут смотреть-то, блядь? Смотреть нет чего. На рыбу, что ли? Что тут надо делать? Я не понимаю. И что надо делать здесь? Нужно наверх как попасть, нет?
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her. My maker, know my heart. Oh, maker, look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky...
The Inquisition can give you the answers.
So, I have a faith. I can't even...
The Templars?
I believe that
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have...
Распоряжение. Я не знаю, кто такой.
What is the Grand Cathedral thinking? We must have a new divine. She will show us the way.
Is there something you need?
Make her hear my cry. Seat me by your side.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Thank the Maker.
Just what we needed.
Что делать тут непонятно. Куда идти нахуй? Тут читать только можно здесь все. Мессе.
Oh my.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am...
Inquisition, eh?
Посох магистра. Продать, продать.
No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can be...
Оружие. А, так можно ему экипировку менять, оказывается. Я не знал. Я буду знать. Так, начнем начать. Да вот идти я хрен.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially...
Чародейская куртка, неплохая. Но мне здесь ничего не надо, я смотрю. Куда идти-то, блядь? Я не помню, сюда квестик непонятно. Таблички, блядь. Посох губителя. Порождение тьмы даже подается. Нехило, нехило. А куда идти, я, блядь, не понимаю. Тут всякая фигня здесь, блядь.
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her.
Excuse me. But is what they're saying real?
That's what we're...
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and Templars, Andraste. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contact.
You want to help?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
Надо ему спрятаться в убежище. Sandra?
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not...
Well, he is.
The Herald of Andraste. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite them, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven, then. We need good...
I don't know if I'm that, but thank you.
Она завербована, я писать. Я даже ничего не сделал. Вот появился. Появились здесь. Хорошо, а что делать-то? Как тут что-то найти? Надо наверх подняться, по-моему, да? Я просто не понимаю, как. Если я узнаю, как наверх забраться, я успокоюсь. Да? Ну вот тут есть какие-то ступеньки, я смотрю, вот они. Это здесь, короче. Да?
Our Templars left. The Chantry promised they'd defend us. Oh my.
Я просто не понимаю, как наверх забраться. Что за бред, блядь?
If I might have a moment of your time.
Что творится?
Grand Enchanter
Великая
Fiona?
чародейка Фиона.
Leader of the Mage Rebellion.
Is it
not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Fellow mages? We have nothing in common.
More than you'd think, and certainly more in common than with Templar thugs. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Подождите, я сперва не понял, а что это надо делать? Вот, мне надо раздобыть вот этот как-то. Не могу найти вот это задание, блядь. Как мне его найти, блядь? Я не прочитал вот эту вещь. Я не пойму, как наверх, блядь, забраться. Выскить нерабочий парень. Понятно. Поищите на пристани. Поищите забегаловки. Поищите на местном пункте. Реально отсюда, кажется. Не все так просто, как кажется. Я ни хрена не понимаю в этой вообще ничего. Что так сложно?
When there was no earth, you were the earth. There was nothing. You.
А у меня просто как бы рано еще. Что тут делать? Итак, мне еще рано делать. Правильно. Что тут поискать надо?
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I thought you knew that.
But I don't want to ask. I want to hear it from you.
My clan never stayed in one place for long, though we primarily roamed the free marches.
Oh? I didn't think your people roamed that far, no? But clearly I missed. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
Don't talk to me.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the divine.
I'd like to get to know you.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
No motivation beyond making things between us less...
Antagonist.
Exactly.
My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the... I joined the Seekers of Truth. I remained. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family. Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at... And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to...
It was a life worth getting. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually... Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures, and my brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to...
My family Thus I did not see Navarra. The real...
Your uncle?
Thus we were raised by my uncle. A Mortalitasi who preferred the company of...
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead. They bury them in special. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you would...
To divine justice and divine Beatrix before her. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were...
Unusual...
You don't know the story? I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as... The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against it. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where it was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as it. I only wish she had lived to see it. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know it. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker.
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commandos, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral that I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the divine... Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
What happened to the mage?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges, and many of them died at the conflict.
You're delightful, you know that?
I object. There is nothing
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stock.
I'll let you get back.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. This man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused. Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Вокруг хаос.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me.
Ладно, извини, ты ведь не лекцию мою слушать пришел. Не нравится тобой. Тут может быть геем. Но я не буду. И пусть.
You understand our
situation?
I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Что я говорю? Это гей. Я стырю. Да, что это? Да.
It's good you've returned.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses as well as the capital.
Здравый смысл. Пытаться намеренно наладить связь.
At least we know how to approach the Mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
I could at least find out what the Mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Хорошо, а я что пока буду делать?
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Куда серые стражи исчезли, что не понял. Ну ладно, ребят, на этом мы заканчиваем. Такая вот серия. Кому понравилось видео, пишите ваши комментарии, подписывайтесь на канал и, конечно же, ставьте лайк. Вот, ссылка на плейлист в описании под видео. Спасибо за просмотр, еще увидимся. Спасибо, всем пока.